Right now, joining us on the phone, San Diego State Aztec football head coach, fellow Obetian, Rocky Long. How are you this morning?
I'm doing all right. How about you guys?
We are doing so very well. You guys are getting ready to play the Wyoming Cowboys in Laramie, Wyoming. What do the Cowboys look like this year?
Well, I think watching them on film all week, I think they're the best football team we've played against so far this year. I hope we get to play against maybe somebody a little bit better, but I think they're the best team we've played so far this year. And then when you travel to Laramie, Wyoming, they have a huge home field advantage because of altitude and all kinds of things. And I think it's snowing there today, and us Obetians, we don't like that snow.
That's right. Laramie, Wyoming at 7,000 feet. Rocky, you mentioned you'd like to play a better team, hopefully on the back end. I'm assuming you're talking about a potential bowl game coming up.
Yeah, we'd like to win the rest of them, like everybody would. And if we can win the rest of them, there's a chance we might get in a New Year's Day bowl game, and that would be something different for us, and it'd be really neat that if that happened. But obviously, we've got 3 other games we've got to win, counting this one on Saturday.
Hey, Rocky, what a treat it is for San Diego sports fans to get to watch Donnell Pumphrey every weekend, averaging 177 yards, I believe, on the ground per game. Do you have the best player in the country?
Well, I don't know about the best player. I think we've got the best running back in the country. I always, since he's up for the Heisman and hopefully he'll get to go to New York, you always wonder what that award is supposed to be for the best player. I mean, the best player might be an offensive lineman or a defensive lineman someplace, but those guys never get a chance to be honored that way. I truly believe we have the best running back in the country, and he's proven it by statistics as well as his attitude. I mean, he hasn't even played in the fourth quarter in the last 3 weeks, and he's still leading the nation in rushing.
Yeah, if Nick had a vote, he'd vote for the best center. I think
I'm sure he would.
I think it would be a wasted vote, but he could do it. Rocky, I wanted to ask you, let's say, and I hope you're right, I'd love to see Donnell Pumphrey in New York to be a part of those festivities. Does that help you in recruiting?
Oh, of course it does. I mean, the national recognition that he's getting, and every once in a while we get some things on ESPN and ESPN Sports Special and all those kind of things where there's a lot of young players out there, high school age players that watch that stuff. And if you get San Diego State's name out there in front of them, obviously they have an idea where you are, and then we all know how nice San Diego is to live in. So it opens the door for us in a lot of places we haven't been before.
Coach, you won the Mountain West last year. You're in a good spot to win it again this year. And I think when people look at head coaches, all they really want is consistency. How have you been able to develop such a consistent program?
Well, I think we do things the right way around here. I mean, we have a structured program that we believe in, and I think that helps us, but it all comes down to the players. I mean, we've got really good guys in our program. We got players that work hard, want to be good. We've got some talent, and when you have players that have the right attitude, you have a chance to win games. It doesn't matter what your structure is. I mean, you have to have good guys that believe in what you're doing, and you have to have good enough players on the field that they can make plays. So we're lucky with the number of really good players and good guys we have on our team.
Rocky Long with us on Extra 1360 Fox Sports San Diego as the Aztecs get set to face off against Wyoming this weekend. Rocky, we had a conversation about a player at Oklahoma, Charles Walker. And Mike Stoops, Bob Stoops, had some tough comments regarding him because he left school, had 2 concussions, and wanted to focus on getting ready for the NFL. Didn't want to face getting another concussion. How would you handle something similar in your program?
Well, I don't know. I'd have to have it happen before I made any judgments on that. Obviously, I'd talk to the young man, and I would take some advice from people that are smarter than I am and trying to come up with a plan. That would be an interesting dilemma. I don't see that happening with our team because the only team that matters to our team is not the NFL. It's the Aztecs. That's who matters to our guys. The NFL, we probably got 4 or 5 seniors on our team that are going to get a chance to play in the NFL, but that's not what number one on their mind. What's number one on their mind right now is try to win a championship, and I'm blessed that way because I don't think I have a selfish player on our team. All our guys are team guys.
Is it difficult when players or players are aware that they have NFL hopes and they're getting that attention to keep them focused on the task at hand?
It's difficult with some young people. That's very, very difficult. Now, I think we have a team spirit around here that the rest of them keep everybody in check. And so far, that's been the most enjoyable thing of my job the last 2 years is we have players that are team guys, and they keep each other grounded. They keep each other in the right state of mind, and we haven't had those issues. Now, obviously, you start recruiting better players, and those issues start coming up, and then you have to kind of handle those things they're trying to handle at Oklahoma.
Hey, Coach, thank you so much for the time. Good luck against the Wyoming Cowboys this weekend, and we look forward to watching a New Year's bowl game. We'll talk to you in between now and then.
All right, great. Thanks for having me on, guys. Talk to you later.